So I'm going to be making some sticky Chinese pork. So I have my diced pork, some sugar snap peas, some bean sprouts, ginger, 2 onions, some garlic, some soy sauce, sesame seeds, honey, sesame oil, Chinese spice, star anise, and some olive oil, and I'll probably serve it with rice.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Then my name is Lorian and I am a mum of almost 5 children now. So in this video, me and my husband are making dinner. I do make 2 of them and he helps me make 1 of them. So I will just talk you through how we made them, and I will list all the ingredients below. So first he chopped up the sugar snap peas and the onions and put them to the side because you cook those separately to the other ingredients.
Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean blue. Every mile lost, my soul renewed, taken by the sunrise.
And then he just chopped up the pork a little bit finely. He doesn't like it if it's too chunky, whereas I don't really mind. But he likes the meat to be really thin. So whilst he was doing that, I made up the marinade. I'll list the ingredients below because you can't actually properly see me making it. I'll make sure I list everything so you know exactly how much of what goes in where. So once your pork is all chopped, you need to put it in a bowl and then mix it in with the marinade and leave it for 10 minutes to sort of season itself. I mean, you could leave it longer, that would definitely work better, but I didn't really think about it and we were like last minute making it after the school run. So yeah, I only left it for 10 minutes. I do like to tidy up as you go along. Curtis is a very messy cook, but when I cook I love to tidy up as I go along, otherwise it just starts to really stress me out. So mix that all together and then leave it for at least 10 minutes. And then once you left it for 10 minutes, you cook the meat on its own and leave as much of the marinade sauce as you can, because you want to add that once the meat's already cooked, just to make sure that it's nice and sticky. And then he added the marinade, and it was in that dish because he accidentally added it all together, and then I said it needed to be done separately, so then he separated it, so it's been separated in that pan. But yeah, now the marinade's going in and you just fry it until it goes nice and sticky. And then you need to fry up your onions and your sugar snap peas. Actually, I think the recipe says mange too, but I didn't have any, so I used sugar snap peas and they worked really well. Our bean sprouts, even though we'd just bought them, they were not very nice. They smelled really bad and they didn't look great, so we chopped them away, but you should add also some bean sprouts into that mix. We fried up the onions and the sugar snap peas in some butter and oil until they were cooked through, and then you add it all together.
Fall in love. I just wanna have some fun, yeah. I don't wanna fall in love. I just wanna have some fun. I don't wanna fall in love.
And then he was done. He made like the rice into a cool shape. Horatio really liked it. So then he just put some pork around it, and Horatio sprinkled some sesame seeds on top. It was a really nice dinner. I'd say what will probably go nicely with it, some prawn crackers and some chili sauce, and it was just really delicious.
So I'm going to make some lasagna roll-ups, which I've never made before, but they sound really nice. I'm going to make it now. It's the morning and the children are at school, but if I can prep dinner, I like to prep it before. So I've got my mince, 2 chopped tomatoes, pepper, some garlic and herb seasoning, 2 onions, 3 garlic cloves, and then that is literally all that goes in the actual recipe. And then I'm going to make like a cheese sauce to go on top. So I'm going to use this cheese sauce mix, some cheese, and I'm going to top it with some parmesan because I need to use this. I forgot to add, I will also obviously need my lasagna sheets. I'm not sure if I need 1 or 2 packets, but I'll find out once I start making them.
So I found the dish that I started with these was too big. I needed a smaller dish and a shallower one, so don't use a dish as big as this. So I'm just going to start by prepping all my ingredients again. So I'm going to cut my garlic and my onions up so that I can cook those together.
Get me from my better side. I wanna push you back, but that's all you want. Wanna rub me up, I'm holding back. Trying to get me framed, throw me in cuffs. Said I attacked you, that's just a false truth. No need to argue, and yeah, I've had enough. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone. I find you there. There's more to me everywhere. Try to go alone, I find you there. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. Oh, there's more to me, but anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. I find you there.
Now I'm going to fry up my mince, and then I'll add my onions and my garlic, and I'll add some passata, tomato puree, whatever it is that you use for your lasagna. I have got 2 packets of the passata, and I'm going to add 1 into my mince and then 1 on the bottom of the dish.
Always being watched by you, and that's so inconsiderate. My privacy, does that exist? Probably haven't heard of it. Need to live a different life, 'cause lights and cameras are.
When I changed my dish from the big dish to the smaller dish, I did forget to put the tomato sauce in the bottom of the smaller dish. So you will see, and I will say, I tried to shove it in a little bit as best I could.
find you there. There's more to me. Everywhere I try to go alone, I find you there. Yeah, yeah. You follow me anywhere I try to be alone. I find you there. Oh, there's more to me, but anywhere I try to be alone, I find you there. I find you there.
Started as a whisper, message from a new world I'd never known.
Now I made my cheese sauce, and I use a Bisto pot for cheese sauce. I use double the recipe that it says on the packet, but I do have quite a big family. So I made up my cheese sauce, and then I layered it onto all of my lasagna sheets, and I cut them in half because they need to be smaller than what I had.
When I start to sing and suddenly it feels like heaven's not so far away. Tell me, can you hear the symphony? Panic, panic, I can't help but think that it's meant.
Now you want to roll up your sheets, and I found it really hard to get them to stay rolled up, so sort of like turn them on themselves and make quite a few, and then when you've made quite a few they sort of hold better in the dish because they're all like forced into each other. So make sure you have your layer of cheese at the bottom, spread your mince onto it, roll them all up and then lay them into the dish, but remember you need to put your tomato sauce on the bottom of the dish, which I forgot. So I just kept going until I filled my dish. I had a perfect amount really for my dish size. And here is where I just added in my tomato puree. Even though it should have been all over the bottom, I just tried to spread it around the best I could, but it still was absolutely fine. And now you want to put your cheese sauce on top, and I just smothered it on top and made sure I pushed it around the edges, and then I put lots of Parmesan cheese on top too. And then I baked it in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes, just until it goes nice and brown and crispy, and I served it with some baguette and some chopped pepper.
Okay, so this meal hopefully seems very simple, but it doesn't to me seem like it's got so much flavour in it, but we'll see. So I've got some diced steak beef, some garlic, some cinnamon sticks, ground turmeric, ground coriander, chili powder, ginger, onions, olive oil and coconut milk. And apparently that is everything. It's supposed to make like a beef curry, but I can't see like where the big base in it is, but yeah.
So this was a very easy dinner because slow cooker dinners are always so easy, aren't they? So you just chop all of your ingredients. I will list everything below in the amounts and pop it all into the slow cooker. I did find that the recipe I use, I always adapt them really. So I did add some chopped tomatoes, some kidney beans and some chickpeas. Just found that it needed a little bit more in it. There's definitely not enough in it. And I also added a tin of cream of coconut just because it was quite a runny sauce and it needed to thicken up a little bit, and that helped thicken it up. So I would recommend adding those things into it. So get all your ingredients, add them all into the slow cooker, and I left it on low from around 10 o'clock till about 5.
I wanna know your dark side. I wanna know your secrets. I wanna be your lifeline. So I wait for you, wait for me. Wait for you, wait for me. Tell me you're more than just a highlight. Pretty pictures on the outside. I hate to stare at you through these lights. So I wait for you, wait for me. Wait for you, wait for me. Click and scroll, I can't let you go. They say I'm addicted to you. Click and scroll, I can't let you go. They say I'm addicted to you. Oh, oh. They say.
So it's towards the end. I'm going to add some chopped tomatoes, some chickpeas and some kidney beans, just because it's not my recipe and I just think it looks like it needs something else.
So I added these much towards the end, but you definitely could add them from the beginning. It's just that I didn't think about it until then, until I stirred it and realised it needed a little bit more. But I served it with some rice and it was a really delicious, really easy dinner. So thank you all so much for watching my video. I hope you found it interesting and it gave you some ideas. If you have anything that you would change to it, please let me know. I'd love to hear any suggestions. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I will see you on my next video.